Hello, Namaste. Welcome back to you again in online class of Sagarmatha Secondary English Boarding School. Today I have come along with you with question part, very short question part of programming language concept. In this part I have given multiple questions, more than 50 questions, and today you have to check the question properly and you have to find the answer also yourself, because you have already studied four parts of programming language. In part 5 I have included the very short answer question, so I have also included short answer question. So first of all you have to find all the answer of very short question yourself, and next day tomorrow I will tell you all the answer one after another, so that you can verify your answer whether your answer is correct or incorrect. So let's begin this question from question number 1. Very short questions. Question number 1. So here first number question is, what is called a set of instruction? You have to write the very short answer, what do you mean by a set of instruction. Now question number 2, what is called a collection of programs? Now question number 3, what is called the person who develops the computer software? What is called the person who develops the software or program? Now question number 4, what is the another name of programming language? You have to write here what is the another name of computer programming language. Now question number 5, what is the language which is used by the programmer to develop the computer program? It means which language is used by the programmer for developing the computer programs. Now question number 6, how many types of programming language are there? Now question number 7, what is the full form of PL? Question number 8, which language can be understood by the machine directly? Which code can be understood by the machine directly? Now next, which language is also called computer's own language or computer's native language? Now question number 10, what is the full form of ALL? Now question number 11, which language was based on mnemonic codes? Which language was based on mnemonic codes? Now question number 12, which programming language does not require language processor or language translator? Which language translator? Question number 13, which language translator converts the assembly level language into machine level language? Now question number 14, which programming language is also called machine dependent language? Not independent. Which programming language is also called machine dependent language? Now question number 15, which programming language is also called machine independent language? Name the programming language which is based on English alphabet and mathematical notations. Name the programming language which is based on English alphabet and mathematical notations. Now question number 17, which language translator converts the entire program written in high level language into machine level language but at once? Which language translator converts the entire program written in high level language into machine level language? Now question number 18, what is a compiler? What do you mean by compiler? Now question number 19, which programming language is user friendly and easy to use? Which programming language is user friendly and easy to use? Now question number 20, which programming language is also called 2GL? Now question number 21, what is the full form of 3G? Now question number 22, which programming language consists only the series of 0 and 1? Which programming language only consists the series of 0 and 1? Now question number 23, what is the another name of error? What is the another name of error? Question number 24, what is called the process of correcting the errors in the program? Now question number 25, which programming language is mostly used by the programmer? It means which programming language is widely used by the programmer nowadays? Now next, question number 26, who developed basic language? Here you have to write the name of the developers, the name of the scientist who developed basic language. Now question number 27, who released the version of QBasic? Who released this version, QBasic version of basic language? Now question number 28, what is QBasic? Question number 29, which version of basic language became very popular? Now question number 30. What is called the programming code that can be understood by the programmer? What is called the programming code that can be directly understood by the programmer? Question number 31. What is called the code after compilation that can be understood by the computer only? What is called the code after compilation that can be understood by the machine only or computer only? Now question number 32. What is called the process of converting the source code into object code? What do you mean by the process of converting the source code? It means the programming code into object code. What do you mean by this process? What do you mean by this process? Now question number 33. In which network topology each nodes are connected with each other with separate cable lines? This question is taken from another chapter, computer network. So that I hope you can find the answer. This is not related to programming language. This is taken from computer network. Now question number 34. How many types of language translator are there? Now question number 35. Who developed C language and when? Here you have to write who developed C language and when was it developed. Question number 36. Which operating system software is written using C language? C is very powerful programming language, and here with the help of C programming language, which operating system software is developed? Now next question number 37. What is the advanced and updated version of C language? Now question number 38. What is the full form of Fortran? F-O-R-T-R-N, Fortran. Now question number 39. What is the full form of COBOL? C-O-B-O-L, COBOL. Now question number 40. Which programming language is used for developing the software related to science and engineering field? Which programming language is only used for developing the software related to science and engineering fields? Now question number 41. Which programming language is used for developing the software related to commercial and business field? Now question number 42. Who developed Java? Now next question number 43. What is Java? Now question number 44. Which programming language was especially developed for creating the computer games? Name the programming language. Here, which programming language was especially developed for creating the computer games? Now question number 45. Who developed COBOL? Now question number 46. Who developed Fortran? Now question number 47. In which language the program execution time is faster? In which programming language? When we run the program, when we execute the program, then it takes more time to execute. The execution time is faster. Sorry, here that takes very less amount of time for the execution. It means which programming language the program execution time is not slower, here faster is given. Now next question number, in which 48, in which language the program execution time is slower? Here, in which programming language the program execution time is slower? Now question number 49. In which programming language finding the bug, means finding the error, is so hard and tedious task? Now question number 50. Which programming language is included in the curriculum of Nepal for the school level students? Now question number 51. Give any two examples of high level programming language. Now next, what is the full form of PDC? Now 53. What is the full form of SDLC? Now next question. What is meant by the process of detecting and removing the errors in the program? What do you mean by this process? So this part, very short question part is ended. Now I'm going to tell you some short questions so that you have to complete all the short questions at your home in your copy. So let's get started. Short question. Here you can see assignment. These all are the short answer question and you have to do in your copy. Okay, first number question is, what is programming language? Write its types. You have read about programming language and its types also. There are basically two types of programming language, high level and low level programming language. So that here you have to write the types, and low level is further categorized into two types, MLL and ALL. You have to write it clearly. Now question number second, give any 4 features of machine level language. I hope you can write. Because you have already studied about machine level language, all the language in detail, and I have also told you the features of machine level language. Now next, Next question here you can see, what is high level language? Give some examples. You know what do you mean by high level language? And examples also like C, C++, QBasic, Basic, COBOL, Java, Fortran. These are the examples of high level programming language. What is QBasic? Write the different versions of basic language. First of all you have to write what is QBasic like. QBasic means high level programming language, and write its different version. Here basic versions you have to write. List some high level language. High level language. What is the full form of PDC? Now next, write the steps involved in PDC or SDLC. It means how many steps are involved are there in PDC or SDLC. Write one after another. What is meant by testing and debugging the program? So here you have to write the answer one after another in your copy if you have made your clear copy. And next day I will tell you the answer of all the very short questions, so that you should not worry about this. But first of all, I gave this question for you. You have to try. You have to find the answer yourself. If you could not find, you have to watch the video if you have downloaded. You have to watch the presentation. Again, if you could not succeed, then you should again find the answer yourself. Otherwise, you have to leave the question. Next day, tomorrow I will tell you the answer. So next day I will come with answer part. Thank you. Have a nice day.